Oh, there's one thing that has come up that I think we probably should talk about, and it's the Pereira Jamahal Hill knockout. Herb Dean moves away. Jamal does not have eyes on him.
Yeah, he's looking at him the whole time because he's not trying to get cracked.
Jamal does it, but Alex is much closer to him now.
Yeah, but look at the angle that he takes too. Like Alex is straight he's cutting off the cage there.
Yeah,
bro.
would that position have taken place if it wasn't for Jamal relaxing?
Yeah,
giving him the thumbs up.
Joe Rogan, bold old man he is, makes excuse about Alex Pereira knocking out Jamahal Hill. He thinks that Herb Dean made a mistake, and then he calls everybody loser who disagrees with him. There's been a kind of trend lately with Joe, so let's check it out, and I'm going to give you my opinion too.
Oh, there's one thing that has come up that I think we probably should talk about, and it's the Pereira Jamahal Hill knockout. And it's an interesting thing that was brought up, and I didn't think anything of it at the time. And then I watched it again. I was like, there's kind of a point there. And the point is, Jamal accidentally hits him low. He kicks him in the hip, and Herb Dean comes in to stop it. And then Pereira does the super gangster thing. But in the meantime, Jamal has stopped and relaxed after he threw the kick. He gives him a thumbs up, like, you cool? And then Pereira does it, and then Pereira advances. And then Herb is to the left. Yeah. So it's like he can't even move too much to the left. And all of a sudden, he's on him, and he hits him with that left hook. Yeah. And I think Jamal's saying, I would have never let him that close to me. Yeah. If it wasn't for that nut shot, and I didn't know exactly what was going on.
Dude, you had like 3 seconds to move out. Just run, okay?
So Herb had stopped it. Herb is out of his field of vision. Herb is over here. So when Herb's doing this, I don't know what he said. I don't know if so let's see if we can watch it.
Because he stood. I think so. I know what you're saying. Because even there, like, he stands there and like kind of like half like touch gloves with him, right? And then like and Alex is like using a touch glove to step into it, and then Alex throws the left hook.
Alex steps on his foot. Too. Yeah. Steps on his foot.
Bro, that's the old boxing trick,
old
brother.
Boxing trick. Southpaw and orthodox. Yeah. So he steps on his front foot and then hits him with that left hook from hell. His left hook is a crazy weapon, man.
But
stepping on a foot can be accidental, actually, but yeah, it's technique. It's totally legal. So now they're gonna watch the clip and let's see what they're gonna say.
I never kicked with a spinning back kick. But with a roundhouse kick, I got to 152.
That's crazy.
But the difference between that and 190 with one punch, right here it is. Yeah. And he clips it. Now let's back it up again because let's make the argument. Let's see what happens. So go all the way to the nut shot. So here's the nut shot. So now I watch Jamal. Jamal stops. Watch his legs step. His legs lock up. He's relaxed. He gives a thumbs up. We cool? We cool? And he touches Herb. So now they're back at it.
Yeah, so, but look at his stance. He's ready to
Pereira has never relaxed. So this time has gone on. We're doing it in slow motion, right? Let's do it in real speed. So here we see this. So, the fight had restarted. Yeah. The fight had restarted, but would that position have taken place if it wasn't for Jamal relaxing?
Yeah,
giving him the thumbs up.
So like not his fight. So my fight, the number one thing when I was going with Justin was just be on all the time.
Right.
Like just fucking max. Like I was just in the back to myself, mentally, physically, you need to be here every fucking second.
Don't make it about you.
Every millisecond, brother.
Which is a crazy thing.
Because you one millisecond off, lights can turn off, Max. You need to be on.
Good point.
So that was the main thing that I was telling myself the whole fight. Like with that, like if I was in a situation, I don't give a fuck. I would have told Herb Dean, motherfucker, are we going? Like I would have been like, come on. Like I still would have been ready, Like it's protect yourself at all times,
There is a weird.
Finally. That's a point. Protect yourself all the time, man. You don't have to make any excuses for Jamal. You already did.
Millisecond where no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And when Pereira is still moving
forward. But Pereira is in. Look at Pereira. He's that millisecond. He's still like he's gonna bow and arrow your ass.
So watch it again. So the low kick, and then as Jamal, stop it. Go all the way from the beginning. Watch this. So when Jamal lands the kick, he touches him, and then he makes. Look at the distance he closes.
Yeah, look how close right there. Yeah,
he
look how close
the distance. Yeah. But back it up again. So you see the distance that Jamal's maintaining initially. Then he throws the kick. Now watch this. They paused. Jamal thumbs up. But Pereira has closed the gap now.
Right there. Look how close he is.
He's closed the gap a lot more than Jamal probably would have let him. Now, it's a mistake by Jamal. Protect yourself at all times. Yeah. But also, it does seem like there's a moment of confusion.
There is.
Because he does close that distance.
He does, bro.
Significantly. It's like a double step. Watch. From here to there.
Yeah, he hops into it. Yeah, look, right there. Hop.
Yeah, and now you're in the danger zone. Yeah. That's fucking Kenny Rogers or Kenny Loggins. Highway to the danger zone.
Oh, yeah.
And so once he does that little hop in, he takes advantage of that moment to close the gap.
Yeah, the left hook is so clean, bro. Look at this.
So he doesn't stop when Herb stops him. He closes when he puts Herb on. He closes the gap.
He closes the distance and then told Herb stop. Yeah. Oh, during the whole time.
Watch it. It's this.
Yeah, right.
So he touches it. He close the distance. While Jamal's legs are straight.
Yeah.
So Jamal...
Yeah, guess what? Alex can't see Herb until he comes closer and stops him. And that's when Alex tells him to move on. Alex closed the gap before he saw Herb.
Gives him the thumbs up, and Pereira had a double hop in that time.
Yeah. And Jamal didn't know.
Yeah, this is a real moment. Now, I'm not making any...
Double hop before Herb stepped in, okay?
Now, I'm not making any excuses for Jamal. And
yeah, you just did.
Jamal can take a loss as good as anybody. And after the Paul Craig fight, he's like, I fucked up. You got me. This is it. But he's got a point here. It's not a perfect point because they had engaged again.
I know what you mean.
Pereira had closed that gap to a point where Jamal was not letting him do that early.
But then again, like, playing devil advocate, nothing but love for Jamal, but fuck, bro, you need to be locked in there.
You need to be locked
cares?
In.
Like you're fighting another dangerous man, a man across you that each other. You guys land one good shot, you guys both can put each other away. It's like, I don't know, bro. Because at the end of the day,
it's a mistake on his part. Because you always have to be ready.
But then with her, like, it sucks, Like, how much times do we hear a freaking judge or even a ref screwing up the fight? You know what I mean? So it's like, you need to, like, anybody, fighters, amateur level, pro level, the best fighters in the world, whatever it is, don't put it in these guys' hands, man. I mean, it's easier said than done, but don't leave it. Like, it's just tough. Yeah, just be aware. Like, you do have a third man in there. They are supposed to be looking out for you, but how much time do we see where sometimes that's just not the case, or it's just too early, So at the end of the day, fuck, it sucks, but what you gonna do there? You know what I mean? Like, all we're gonna do is we're gonna have this kind of talks and arguments, and he's gonna have arguments and stuff, and nothing's gonna get changed.
But here's the question: like, what is the protocol when a referee steps in and says stop because there's a low?
Even with him telling him stop, the protocol should have been like, okay,
separate.
Okay, whatever, go back to the middle.
Joe, you've been commentating fights for 30 years. You don't know what's the protocol. You're asking Max about it. He's got to be a little biased.
Like, you pushed him against the cage, whatever, and we saw you hop. Okay, you want me to stuff? Back up a little bit. Let me go. He needs to still go in the middle of them and be like, okay, fight.
Right.
You can't be like, get stopped and then you move off to the side. Okay, fight to here, because if what's his name, Jamal couldn't see him, I can understand, like, in his peripherals, like, he's just focused, and then maybe stuff says fight, and I'm just focused on you, like, okay, what's going on,
Right. There's definitely an argument that if you're going to do that and you're going to stop a fight momentarily, even if you're going to restart it, you have to understand that the momentum is stopped. Things have changed. And if one guy does this and hops in during that time, you kind of have to step and separate them and then engage. So he does engage. He goes off to the side. Yeah. But now the argument against that I've heard is that this happens all the times where fighters get kicked and the referee says, hold on. The fighter says, I'm fine. And then they let him keep going.
Yes, that's what just happened, okay? And plus, Jamal did illegal kick. So to say that Alex should have lost his position and back, losing momentum is crazy. If Alex got any advantage, because he got kicked illegally, okay? We see all the time fighters get their position back when they're grappling, so why should not be same for striking? Same.
So maybe that's a good argument too, that Jamal should have been more prepared. But it seems like he had actually told them to stop, and that's when Jamal did this.
Yeah.
So it's like, or excuse me, Alex did this. So is that up to the fighter? What are the rules?
Yeah, what are the rules?
Moment? Like when the referee says stop, are the fighters allowed to say, no, I'm fine? Or are they supposed to address the referee and say, I'm fine?
Look,
and
he
then
said time.
He says time, and he puts his hand up, and now where's Herb Dean? Herb Dean moves away. Jamahal does not have eyes on him.
Yeah, he's looking at him the whole time because he's not trying to get cracked.
Jamahal does it, but Alex is much closer to him now.
Yeah, he's much closer, and nobody. But look at the angle that he takes too. Like Alex is straight he's cutting off the cage there.
Yeah,
bro.
he's cutting off the cage.
You're pushing him to his right to cut off the cage, bro. Look.
And Herb is right to Jamal's left.
Yeah, look at that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Brother.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
That guy's a monster. I was telling everybody about that guy when he was in Glory.
I remember.
When they were saying he was coming over to the UFC, I told DC, I go, dude, get ready for this motherfucker. Because this motherfucker puts people into orbit.
Brother.
He's got crazy power.
Brother, the wormholes, bro. Universes, different universes.
You wake up on the other side of the galaxy.
Brother, he might have.
And maybe that was a problem, that Jamahal has a low IQ. He thought he's gonna KO Pereira. He was too cocky on press conferences. And maybe that's a problem, not fucking Herb Dean right here. That you have lowest fucking IQ and you decide to stand and bang with Pereira. How about that?
He caught the, did you see it in the other angle? He caught the arrow, he broke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also caught Perez's left hook, so.
Jamahal was telling me when I talked to him about it, he said he feels like he was winning that fight. He said he was implementing his strategy. He landed that one good right hook in the first round, and he felt like he was on his way. He felt like he was doing everything he wanted.
Yes, as everyone thinks so. Dude, you had to just watch one fight of Pereira. He never starts fast or something. He's always slow. He's kicking. He always loses first round. That's so dumb to say that you are winning just because he was like checking on you.
Dude, not letting that dude get close, but that thing fucked him up.
Yeah, I mean there's
a real moment there.
That's a sport, right? That's a sport, right? Like, you know what's funny, brother? You know, like, you know, nothing to Jamahal, whatever. But what is crazy is that when I read, I see comments or I see people talking about our fight, and like guys like bringing up like, oh yeah, just imagine if Justin didn't break his nose, it would have been a whole different fight. I'm like, well, thank the Lord I land my spinning back kick because his nose is broken. You know what I mean?
Imagine if you didn't knock him out.
Yeah. Oh, or just imagine if I broke my ankle walking into the freaking octagon. Brother, there's so much stuff. I'm like, what are you, like, people are so crazy. I'm like.
Again, it's just losers, you know? You think Michael Jordan's leaving YouTube commens? No.
Oh, brother,
not.
Never.
It's winners don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, if you don't agree with Joe, you are a loser, by the way. Did you know about that?
How anybody can say, imagine if you didn't land something that you landed, that you planned for.
That's what you just did, Joe.
Would that position have taken place if it wasn't for Jamahal relaxing?
Yeah,
giving him the thumbs up.
Like, oh, if Herb didn't stop, oh, blah, blah, blah. Jamahal was never that good striker. And just stand against Pereira and wait while he's gonna find the perfect shot. Good luck next time. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please give a like, leave a comment. I want to hear what you think. And you can check me out on Instagram for best memes about UFC and MMA and some exclusive content on my Patreon too. So see ya.